Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the newer additions we recently got and giving you an update on those animals. This includes all the scorpions, centipedes, tarantulas and other reptiles and amphibians that you may have seen in a couple recent videos. So without any further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to be taking a look at the invertebrates first. What you see here in these enclosures are scorpions, centipedes and tarantulas. So starting in chronological order, we're going to be having a look at the scorpions first. I'm just going to move all these ones out of the way here, and then we can have a look at this mountain here and then a couple others as well. So let's take a look at the first one here. This is actually the scorpion I got in one of the first videos I did when I started up again. Scorpio maurus, I believe is how you pronounce it. It's a very small scorpion, but it is doing rather well. Gets misted down daily, and the only issue I found is these little bloody insects and things that kick about and are a bit of a pain to get rid of, but it eats fine. It hasn't molted yet, but it's settled into this smaller enclosure for now. Next up we have the Heterometrus stellinus. You may have saw in a video that I got one along with a centipede. I actually ended up going back and getting two more from Venomous Visions where I got the first one because I liked it so much. So now I have three Heterometrus stellinus, the Asian forest scorpions, which I believe used to be Heterometrus petersi. So they're doing great. I've moved them all into slightly larger enclosures to the one you may have seen in the original video, just to give them a bit more space. They have some substrate to dig around in. It holds a lot of moisture, so it's good for humidity, and it has a little hide there with a little bit of cork bark. They get sprayed down every day as well, so they get a nice good amount of humidity and moisture with that. They have a couple of bits of leaf litter and things for them to move around. Gives them something to do. They get fed, you know, around weekly, but it depends on if they're out more or not. If they're out more, they get fed a little bit more. If they're not out much, you know, you might skip a feed depending on what their body weight looks like. So next we're going to be taking a look at the centipedes, which are here. So first off, we're going to be having a look at the Scolopendra dehani, the Vietnamese centipede. It's doing rather well. It's settled into its enclosure rather nicely, making burrows all over the place, and it eats whenever you feed it. However, it's not the most food aggressive or defensive Scolopendra dehani I have had before. It's actually quite docile and tame. It doesn't really bother you too much if you go in there. It sort of just wants to get out your way, which is good in some ways. But yeah, it's doing really well. Chances are the video quality that you're looking at isn't that great because it likes to hide quite a bit, so I'll be very brief. The next one here is another centipede that I got along with the scorpions I ordered. This is an Ethmostigmus trigonopodus. This is another centipede species that stays a little bit smaller than dehani. It's supposed to be also less potent when it comes to its venom and everything, so I believe a lot of people refer to these as a good beginner centipede. However, I think it's a rather cool one. It's a bit more active than the dehani, which is why I got it. And it's a very, very attractive looking centipede as well. And it's doing really well in this, I believe this is a Swell Reptiles sort of magnetic sliding top enclosure. It's a very cool centipede, and I'm very happy with that one. Moving on to some tarantulas. I actually placed an order for a couple different tarantula species. However, when that order arrived, it was actually incorrect. I didn't receive anything I ordered, and I got a completely different variety of spiders that I didn't expect to get. So if you bear with me with the pronunciations and everything, they're not spiders I've done a lot of research on because I didn't order them, but I've had to do a little bit of research just to figure out what they are and what's best to keep them. At the minute, they're all sort of slings or really young, small juveniles, so their care is fairly similar to most other tarantulas. But for now, I've had to sort of put them into somewhat temporary enclosures because I don't have anything for slings. So what I'll do is I will just get some B-roll, show you those, and I'll put the names of the animals over that so you have a good idea of what they are. The two new false map turtles are doing great. They've been introduced into their new setup for about a week now, and they're settled in really well. I've been feeding them a variety of different food items just to make sure that they are eating, and they seem to be taking everything I've offered them. So they've just been put in a temporary sort of baby enclosure, and I've actually set up a whole new section for that sort of thing because I'm looking at getting a couple other young turtle species to grow up ready for large enclosures in the future. Okay, so that'll do it for this video. Hopefully you are now up to date with everything new in the room. Alright, that's it. I've been Jim, this is my jungle, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye bye.